Welcome to DocStreamAI. So what we're looking at here is the dashboard of the main app. And so within this app, we have a lot of functionality such as submitting invoices, receipts, credit memos, setting up your integrations, customizing how your vendors are handled, and also inviting your team. We're going to go through all of that and more, but first let's go over a high-level overview of what this app actually does. So the first thing we do is we monitor your emails for invoices, credit memos, and receipts across multiple users within your organization. After that, what we're going to do is we're going to extract and centralize your data into one user interface. Finally, we're going to do an accounting sync where we actually connect all your data to your accounting software. And so the end result of this is that you have a hands-off end-to-end automation pipeline for your accounting. So the next thing we're going to do is just go over the 5 core steps for success in DocStreamAI. And so we have these 3 items here: connecting your email, connecting your accounting software, inviting and managing your team. And they're all very quick and related. So let's head over to the software now and I'll show you how to do this real quick. When you join DocStreamAI, you will be prompted with profile completion tasks at the top. So it's highly recommended that you perform all of these to get the best use out of the app. So connect email. If you're not on this page, it will take you to the integrations page. Very simple. All you do is connect. There should be a connect button when you're not set up. Same thing here. Connect accounting software. If you're using Intuit, QuickBooks, or Xero, you go in here. There's a few little settings here, and you would get this additional kind of bar here that says connect. And so once you've connected those softwares, you can go ahead and add your team. And so adding your team is very easy. So all you're going to do is you're going to go to this page, and so you can see that you got these little hovering areas, and you're getting prompted to essentially click in. And so you just enter your teammate's email address, and then an invite will be sent to them. So you could say john@doe.com. So I'm not actually going to send that, but you can see that you get these these roles. And so you can look at those further, but you can give different levels of access to every single user in your team that you invite. So now we're going to take a look at what it looks like to actually customize your document labeling and your submission workflows for your accounting software. From your dashboard, to actually get to the vendors, you just go into the left sidebar. And so we have vendors here. You can see that we have some populated. And so quickly, we're just going to touch on this. Whenever you connect your software for your accounting, whether it be QuickBooks Online, Xero, or any future implementation, the actual vendors and the categories for your accounting transfer over. And so we have those loaded. And so if we go into vendors, we can see that the current submission mode, this is chosen when you're actually signing up for connecting your integration for your accounting software, is automatic. And so I'll explain what these are high level really quick. The manual mode is for when you want to review every single document in your workflow, and you have to make sure that a person has to review it. It can't just automatically submit. The hybrid mode is when you want to actually allow all the vendors that are in your existing accounting software to automatically submit, or a subset of them. So you can toggle these on or off. And so let's say that you wanted most of your vendors to automatically submit, but there's a couple that you want to have, a manual review every time. And then, in terms of automatic, it's really just, it's free-for-all mode. It lets anything go through, given there's a couple other settings that when you're signing up, it asks you about, but essentially anything that doesn't have any issue with the actual financial document will go through to your accounting software. And so another kind of aspect of having this ability to have your categories actually loaded into DocStreamAI is that you can choose to auto set every single invoice to certain categories. So let's say that that ABC Corporation is always advertising. You can just set it, and so that will bypass the AI analysis of your categories. And you can just be, assured that it's always going to be that in your accounting software. The last thing we're going to do is just go through some invoice and receipt workflows to see what it looks like to manually submit. So to get to the invoices, all you got to do is go to the left invoice tab. And invoices have 2 views. So you have the approved and the awaiting approval. So the approved are going to be anything approved automatically through your submission settings or that your team approved. As for the awaiting approval, it could be due to your submission settings blocking a invoice from going directly into your account, or there was an issue with the actual document. So we can click into one. I'll show you the flow really quick. When you get into here, you're going to see a summary of all your information that was extracted besides the line items. And then you have a line item view that kind of shows you the subtotal, the tax, every line item as well as the tax. And then you have the original email on that the document was sent with. So we can go into review invoice after we've made sure everything's correct. Click review invoice, and then you get a confirmation screen where you can kind of look through everything that's going to be done. So we have a new vendor that's going to be created. We have a receipt that's going to be attached to the bill, and then we have the actual bill. And so here we just have some of the items that we had shown in the last screen, and we can just go ahead and confirm and send, and it'll send right over. And that's really it. I'm not going to do that. As for the receipts, we can go into, so similar, we just have the approved and awaiting approval. And so in the awaiting approval, in the approved matches, here's where you're going to have your matches that auto match based on exact amount, vendor, and the date of the purchase. And in your awaiting approval, you're just going to have other receipts here that didn't have any matches. So maybe we just text some receipts in your actual email, but we don't have a transaction. And so with all of these receipts here, although these don't have a match initially, we will check consistently in case anything syncs over from your bank account or any other expense shows up. We will just run this daily and check to see if this receipt can be matched to an existing transaction. And if it is able to do that, then we'll go ahead and just sync it in, as long as it's a perfect match. As for any actions you want to do manually, as for right now, we just have the send receipt only. And what this will do is just send this over to your software. It will not create an expense. It will just send the receipt over to wherever the software stores receipts. And that's really it in terms of those two workflows. The credit memos is very similar. Not even worth going into. It's just going to create vendor credit within your software. So you can click in, and then it'll just be the same submit screen that you'll see for invoices. Very similar. So that's it. We've gone through the 5 core steps for success in DocStreamAI. And at the end of the day, DocStreamAI will help you stop dealing with manual invoice tracking and data entry, disorganized, scattered financial documents, incomplete records from unmatched receipts to transactions, chasing your team for missing documents, and falling behind on bookkeeping due to manual processes. Every minute we save you is a minute you can spend growing your business. So join us today. We have a 14-day free trial and a wide variety of affordable plans that cover solo owners all the way to large companies. So thanks for watching, and we look forward to helping your team run more efficiently with DocStreamAI.